Hey, what you tryna say? What you tryna do? Hey, hey, what you tryna do? Sucker, get a clue. Hey, 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 yo, hey, what you tryna do?
Hey.
Before we start searching for Seneca Story, we need to decide to do about Spin's crime scene. What do you mean? You're thinking of putting someone on guard duty so nobody can disrupt the area, aren't you? After all, the culprit decides to destroy the evidence, you're pretty much food.
Hey!
In that case, I don't mind doing it. I'm happy to think anyway. One minute you guys figure it out who killed that shit. Okay, then we can let Mondo look after the scene. No, you can't just leave him there alone.
What?
Why the hell not?
Stop talking.
Isn't it obvious if you were the culprit, what's the first thing you do? By volunteering for guard duty, remember decisions and put all the evidence you want. What? Fuck you.
So then.
Fine, then I'll stay on guard at duty as well. That way there's no problem. Nuclear co-op base defends with two of them. I guess that's until they OP. Because we won't be able to help investigate. We're putting our faith in the rest of you.
But
I'm still pretty freaked out, but I'll try. So, can we just leave? I freak out.
Just a sec.
Hold on. Before we begin this. Oh, yeah. You did. Jenny keeps her hand on Zuko's lifeless body. There's a risk to check for a pulse like wounds and stuff. She really is dead. Nothing else to say, she was gone. I don't know why you even bothered to check after all these injuries and losing that much blood. I gotta be shocked if she survives something like that.
Huh?
Huh? Hold on, just wait a second. She's dead? Then that means everything that's happened so far is real? It's not a joke or whatever, it's really real?
Let me out of
Let
here!
me out of here. It's already alright.
what's your problem?
You're just now accepting that?
Anyway.
You're gonna find out who the killer is because it's always all been done with. Can I leave the room?
Just a second.
Hold on. What is Leon doing over there?
Are you
we're really trying to find out who did it?
Huh?
Is this really
Don't
happening?
fuck with
Look at that piece of shit bear. Conclusions of crash is starting now. Please wait a moment. Come on, man. Let me out of here. Someone let me out. Oh, hell no. Why is everybody on a freak out?
Just a
Hold on. What? What do we need to discuss, game? Okay. What else are we talking about, man?
Anyway.
We're gonna find out who the killer is because we don't know all them back here. So then let me freaking leave. Tuck it in like a weave. We need to hurry up and figure out who the culprit is. Yeah, I would love to.
Just a sec.
What the frick?
What the heck?
We're all dead.
Oh.
So you might even notice.
What the crap?
Huh? What is what? I was looking through the Monokuma file we received, and I noticed something very obvious and very unusual.
Huh?
Oh, what are you talking about? Go ahead, take a look. Does it seem anything interesting where Sayaka died? He died in Makoto's storm. He's right. And everyone's gay to him. Hold on a second, you got it all wrong. In just one night you tricked Ruby. I did it because he was afraid. Your face was real. It's not true. 180 from a few minutes earlier. Oh hell no! You think I did it?
So then.
Are we done talking? We can begin our investigation soon. At this point, we should split up. Let's get the bottom of this and kill Sayaka. As we collect clues from the Federation and construct an argument to come to a final decision. You get this wrong.
So.
I really don't have to say anymore.
Actually.
But I did enough.
Goodbye.
Everyone praying for good luck. In fact, Kyoko heard you out the gym.
Goodbye.
I'm just going to. And just like Kyoko, he was gone before we.
Yo.
Oh yeah, I'm not talking. It's the scene of the crime. That's right.
Hey, damn
Let
it!
me just say this right now. I'm going to tell you the bitches that we're going to have. I think it's just from that evidence.
You're fucking
I'll
dead.
find him. I'll skip the trial and take the goddamn stolen myself. I'm serious, I will fuck him up. Anytime people listening to your ideas, screw around.
So,
I mean, we're not detectives or anything, we know we're not gonna investigate murder. How do you do something like that?
anyway.
I don't have to do anything in particular. You already know who kills Sayaka. What do you imply?
This is...
It was you. I tell you it wasn't me. Don't come any closer. Are you gonna kill me next?
So,
I guess one hurt to get caught. It's not for sure Makoto's guilty yet. That's true. May as well at least check what you think. Even once we could help investigate. Why not? I'm not sure what you like. I'll just one glimpse and I black out.
Oh yeah?
Well, whatever. I think anyone was expecting Michael anyway. I guess regular anyway. Oh, go yeah, you have to hear me out. Wait for this. I don't know anything. And the funny looks, you know what I mean? Still looks suspicious. Everyone really think I'm the killer. How they turn out like this? Why do they have to suspect me?
Execution is execution. Execution! Electric chair! Bzzz, bzzz, poison gas! Torn apart like a paper plane in a hurricane!
Interesting. Very interesting. Can't let that happen. Can't let things turn out the way Monokuma wants. All I have to do is find out who really did it. And who really killed Sayaka. Spoiler warning, I already know who it is. No, I'm kidding. Just look through the Monokuma file for victim was Sayaka Mazizono. Time of death is estimated around 1:30 a.m. I was sleeping! The body was discovered in Koto's room from the dorm pool. All evidence suggests that death took place in the bathroom. Other death was stab wound to the abdomen. There was also an injury to a right wrist. Specifically, the wrist appears to have suffered a fracture. I have no choice but to push forward if you want to figure out what happened. I'm gonna have to find out the truth. So then we can also rock. For Sayaka, I have to find out how she was killed. Hey, we got true bullets, looking like a Rubik. What? Aren't you gonna help us investigate Shiguro? And I can't leave Junko here, I'm so sorry for you. I have to stay with her. She's dead, bro. I don't know what it says, you don't want to die here.
Help me!
God, Buddha, Mother God, God of Space King up to help me. Okay, what is this? Get me out of here. Nope, this guy's a freaking worm. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. First of all, I should have this two term in my room. So I headed to my room where the corpse is still there. What you trying to do? I better examine the state of my room a little closer. Might reveal something new. A replica sword, self-defense. A plus, it can take it out of the sheath and actually lift the blade to itself down. Kind of surprising, cold and gold sheath. Stop that. Some of the gold is coming down to the front of the blade and the handle. The handle is especially missing a lot of the sword. Maybe close to even just touch it a little bit. Hey, we got true bullets. We got replica sword roller. Hey, what you trying to say? Something looking at me, you freaking gay. In the bed here, what you trying to do? Looking like a queer. That's right, take keys. Sayaka, how did the killer get in the room in the first place? The scientist forgot to lock the room. That seems possible. David, open the door for anyone. You don't have to see what absolutely what we're pointing and pushing. I can say that there's no way she would have forgotten the lock and open it. Maybe you would have the key somewhere. Grab it in some unfucked computer. In the room. Now I got a description of the sword and dog walking around and drop it. How they kill it. Switch rooms. Hey, what you trying to say? We got that sheet right there. That's it for KQ. Hey, what you trying to do? Alright, some scratches on the sheet. There must have been something sharp. How did the sheet get scratches on the first place? And so, yo, hey, heavy sheet like this only get in the way. We just slide up in the middle of a fight. Why are the scratches on the sheet? Hey, what you trying to say? Looking at me, you freaking mad. Hey, let's look in here. Toothpaste in here.
Yo.
Yes, it's
what?
It's gonna be moved
what?
To fucking furniture, right? They haven't used yours either.
What?
Not just me, nobody.
What?
Yeah, as far as I know. Actually, we were talking about it yesterday.
By the way.
How many guys are looking at the toolbox yet? Says, why the hell would we? Yeah, why the hell would we? Look at like a Kobe. Toolkit has been added to the truth bullets. What you trying to do? Hey Kyogo. She was investigating the area, but
What are you doing?
Isn't it obvious?
No, not really.
I'm searching.
Searching?
She's down on her knees, carefully inspecting every inch of
Did
my
you
room.
lose a contact or something?
I don't know what she's doing exactly, but she seems concentrated pretty hard on it. A few seconds later, she started to sit up and said,
Listen.
"Are you clean, freak?" Huh? No, I don't think so. But what? I need to glance around my room one more time.
I see.
Interesting. What's interesting?
Hey,
Just as I expected, there's something very unusual about my room. Oh. Oh, there you go. I guess, what do you mean?
so...
I searched your corner to another, and didn't find one single strand of hair. Really?
Indeed.
I want to hear from the victim, I want to hear from you, even though you've been living here. You know, not even traditional. I noticed something while I was looking around before. It looked like a lint roller in my room was being used. I never touched it. And someone didn't use it too.
I see.
Very interesting. You could have a single hair in it and someone used a lint roller, but you're not. No, but someone other than you came in, it's couple, including the psycho or the killer.
Well,
That's the question, isn't it? Hey, let's go. Freaking door. I should look around here first. God damn it. Scratches. Scratches and gouges on the wall and the bed. Is that evidence of a struggle? Looks like there must have been some kind of fight in my room. Damn it. I was right there in the other room. If only I heard something.
Wait.
Oh, not impossible. Huh? Don't you remember all of our rooms are completely soundproof? So something could happen in the room right next to you and there's no way you can know.
Well,
That's another one non-cool strategy. Creating an ideal setting for murder. Evidence of struggle have been added to the book. Looking like a book. The bathroom. And on the inside of this door, dead body. Just go in. Stop being a bitch. Can't afford the freezers up now. Force myself to push the panic down. Step to the bathroom. Get inside the bathroom. Looking like a bathroom. Damn. She did. She did, chat. She did. Looking at her made it painfully clear it wasn't a dream or an illusion. She had lost everything that made her, her. Sayaka. All at once, I was overcome with dizziness, nausea, and urge to bust into tears. I said bust. Burst! I said bust! But I can't hesitate now. Why? Why did Sayaka have to die? I had to uncover the truth. I had to find out what happened. I wanted to give up, I wanted to collapse, but I thought that humming me up and supported me. Alright, well. The secret letters of wall behind her. And I saw flip it upside down. And what do you see? Written in blood with the numbers 11037. I think we all know who that means, bro. Is Sayaka do this? Told myself it seems couldn't face what I saw, but I'm not to think like that. Pulled out the Monaco file to verify what the setup of her body. In short, sharp object is thrust into the stomach. That must have been killing well. Whatever they used to kill it, where did they get it? That's definitely just something. It's definitely something I should look into later. According to Monaco file, Sayaka's right wrist is broken. The wrist doesn't look like swollen and bloody, that's for sure. There's something glittery on there. Let's see. Right there, on the wrist, there's something glittery. That definitely concerns me. Another thing that concerns me is, huh? There's some blood on her index finger, but that's it. The palms of both of her hands are totally spotless. So how come totally not coming? Sayaka's wrists have been added to the true bullet section of the boop pow pow pow. Okay. Stab wound in his stomach and both shoulders, so that's what the broken wrist. That must have happened early on. Wrist would get broke after he already been killed. So it's very possible she broke her wrist during the struggle. Killer attacked Sayaka in the menu, which is when her wrist got broken. After that, killer cornered her in the bathroom, they inflicted this deadly wound. Is that it? Extra letters, yada yada yada. Okay, yada yada. No. Yada 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 yada. Yada 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 yada. We got it. We got this information, bro. Oh, it's just those two. Alright, well, time to leave the bathroom. Too bad she did now.
it would
Looks like
seem...
we found it, right? What photo? The letting numbers. I never seen something written in blood before. It really wasn't a part of message. This is she wrote it for life itself.
Right.
She often talking like an inspiring coded. But the numbers she wrote, what do they mean? 110307. 0307. I have no idea what come out to you.
So...
When she wrote the numbers, maybe she went to each of her body. She wrote them in that location while she was seeing the way we found it. Maybe she must have wrote them by putting her hand toward the wall. She wrote to write something, not simply. You know what the result will be? The result?
Well,
Think about it. I gonna count?
Makoto.
You have to cover those mystery cases yourself. Otherwise, the kids will and you'll remain unconvicted. Nice. Dying message. I have no idea.
Makoto.
Broken. Oh yeah, I get stuck.
What?
Get stuck. Yeah, I guess I'm the only one but the only one. The door doesn't fit in the frame quite right. When I first tried to use it, I thought it was just locked. But once you learn the trick, it opens no problem. Bathroom door frame.
Correct.
So the door doesn't quite fit the frame, huh? Actually, I'm referring to the broken doorknob. Huh, the doorknob?
That's right.
You didn't notice? Well, you just try closing the bathroom door. Sure you get it right away. No, I'm wrong. You okay on the side, shut the button door. Huh? Doorknob. Look at the doorknob. What the heck? The doorknob practically is about to fall off. Why is it like this?
It would
Someone must
seem...
have used a screwdriver or something to unscrew it. Whatever it was obvious and it was intentional. But it was intentional. Why would someone want to do that?
So...
Guess maybe they're trying to get the door unlocked and end up breaking the whole thing. My bathroom doesn't have a lock on it. Only the girls' bathroom is still locked, right? She stayed there for a while, lost the lock. And apparently struck with sudden realization, she shot a question at me.
Just a second.
I have just one question for you. You mentioned earlier your bathroom door was just like that. Did you tell anyone about that? I only told Sayaka about it last time when we switched rooms. Were you saying that you and Sayaka knew about it? Interesting. She had the slightest hint of smirkness on this face. I get the sense that she really was trying to get out through all of this.
I see.
And then I cleaned that up. Huh? What cleaned up? I'm so lost.
Goodbye.
I'll see you later. As if forgetting how to do there, she's already turned the method. Method from now. Add to the pow pow pow! Give my good runs over, maybe I should look somewhere else. The murder weapon! Alright, cool. The murder weapon! The murder weapon! Hold on, let's go to the practice. Huh? That's a money. Oh yeah. Lock the room. Next place says, my room cycle will switch. All that reference is switching rooms with the deployment. Why would anyone do that? Oh yeah, we gotta wrap her video. Yep, DVD. HCC. Think about the DVD. What's in here? Nope, nothing. Alright, get out. Hey, leave the area up in the carrier. Leo, what the hell are you doing, bro?
Seems like...
Something doesn't seem right. Yeah! Uncle started to the room. You can't think about it. Could be the nameplate. Homeboy, shut the frick up. I already know it was you. Spoiler warning. Alright, let's head to this damn kitchen. Because the only way you'll ever get a kitchen knife is in the kitchen. There you go. There's all kinds of kitchen knives in this house. Looks like one of them's missing. One of them missing from the very beginning, or let's see anyone that knows more about it. Nice kitchenette. Alright, leave this room. And then we're gonna talk to AOE because, you know, she likes going to the kitchen before. Hey, so did you notice that one of the kitchen knives is missing from the dining hall?
Yeah,
Yeah,
totally.
weird, huh? It was kind of strange. The knife just suddenly disappeared like that. So it wasn't missing from the beginning.
That's right.
Nope, last time I remember, they're all lined up in a nice neat row. So when did you notice one of them disappeared?
Well...
Went to go get some tea from the kitchen last night, and all the knives were still there. When I finished my tea and came back to the kitchen washing my glass, one of the knives was gone. They say the knife disappeared while you were drinking the tea in the dining hall. Yeah. Otherwise, you were right there in the dining hall when someone came and took it. And you should be able to say for sure. Besides, when they come to the dining hall last night, whose I didn't take it. They always account. No, you. By the way, did you really say that? No, of course not. I would never. You know, do you really think I'm hurting her?
I
Especially
mean...
because in your room, right? So I mean, you guys are supposed to be friends, right? And you still kill her. On the other hand, I could even become good friends until you make a fantastic drama setup. So when you consider everything together, honestly, I have no idea. Yeah. Maybe because I didn't freaking kill him. You freaking butthead.
Very
Right.
strange.
Taking your room when she was killed. It'd be because you were the culprit. Oh, you got it all wrong. So I just said she was right. You didn't even try to hit. Isn't that she's so responsible for her attack? What do you say? Huh. After all, she wanted to die to share the switch rooms. Okay. It suggested the switch rooms. She died because of me. Shouldn't be me that died. Who's here now is a possibility. That's really true. That I. Shut up. Who's trying to get in your head? Very strange. This Ayaki, what was my not doing? Let me just say this.
Most suspicious.
Evidence in the trash. You think I'm guilty? Alright, you know what? We out. I'm tired of this rage bait, bro. Okay, I want to see what the laundry looks like. As it looks. Juko Inoshima magazines. Alright, you know what? We out. Wait a minute. Okay, hold on. Oh. I got coins. Nice. I don't know. So we have the kitchen knife. We have the murder crimes. We have the crimes committed, my friend. Okay, let me see what we got. Monochrome file, struggle, replica sword, sword sheath, rooms, toolkit, cleanliness, wrist, dying message, door frame, doorknob, nameplate, knife set, and then the account. And where everyone else is at. Oh yeah, we gotta go to AV. We have to go there. Alright, let's see what she... Okay, yep, there we go. Let's see what she saw. Alright, time to play this in. Should be able to use it and see what's on the DVD. Maybe that's how I can throw the garbage. Sit down in front of the screen for the DVD and play. Push play and there was a screen for Dr. few seconds and then... Dun-dun-dun-dun. Hey, what you trying to say? Sucking, looking at me elbow, we here freaking doing your face. What? An image slowly appeared. It looked like some kind of concert. It's standing on stage in front of Sensei with a face I recognized all too well. Sayaka. She was there along with the friends she had been so important to her. She was possibly glowing there in front of the crowd, so full of life. Seeing that image made it even harder to accept that she was there. Her vision started to blur and darken, and then the voice that came to despise so much began to float out of his country.
Sayaka Maizono, the ultimate pop sensation, lead singer for a world-famous all-girl pop band. For these girls, the glowing spotlight only made them that much more beautiful. But then...
And then murder! Suddenly, the screen went dark. And then the next moment, I saw something I can hardly believe. Whoa! What the? Sayaka disappeared from the stage, and now in ruins. Boy, I noticed even more than that. The figures of the villagers were all simply collapsed.
This ultra-successful team suddenly fell apart. None of them will ever perform on stage again. None of them will ever feel the warmth of the spotlight. For Sayaka, there's simply nowhere for her to return to. So here's the billion-dollar question. What, oh what, could have caused the group to go to pieces?
You. That's for the answer after graduation. I'm warning the video cut off. What the hell? That wasn't real, right? They're also repaired the top group and knows who they are. Is he trying to say he was even able to get into them? That really could happen to everyone else around make people going crazy. What kind of person would take things this far? Wait, what do you mean? Isn't this just it? Like, after this, there is no more. Oh, they're just sitting there. Alright, let's talk to you.
Listen to
You
me!
have the second Makoto I found from something most unusual. The road every Jordan had a nameplate to show when it is, right?
You hear me?
Does this happen?
Yes!
Wait, no, you must be the killer yourself. I can't tell you anything.
Got it!
Forget everything I just said. Forget. Just a little joke. You know I do jokes sometimes. Haha. Yeah, please refrain your jokes. I do not like it. Because they're playing for me. Your jokes are just stupid. Alright, let's go here. See what the hell we got into it. How you hold it? I was hoping I could ask you something.
Huh?
What is it? You heard your guys tag left on us. Go with the number 11030. 11037. You have any idea what these numbers might mean? I think we spoke some. Sorry, no. Pretty slowly to try.
I'm sorry.
I just don't know. Okay, well, don't worry about it. Thanks anyway for trying. Maybe she doesn't know. Or maybe she knows more than she's letting on. No, it could be. Alright, no way. Seriously, I don't want to bag you.
Help me!
Okay. Yeah, no. Yeah, no. Nah, we're leaving. We're out. We're out. Hero just, on his own. Alright, we out. Let's just head back upstairs. Cause we already finished watching our film. And by the way, did you? Okay, no. Okay, no. This was just before. Yada. Actually, no. Let me check in the kitchen one more time, just in case. Just in case we miss something. Meat. Oh, I got coin for looking at meat. Interesting. Can I see the list though? Bro. No, I guess it doesn't let me see the list, so whatever. Okay, so I just gotta make sure I have everything on the list. We gotta look back in the room over here. Just to make sure I have everything according to order. Yeah, we got that. See the bathroom. Hold on, what's this over here? Not a notepad, if someone wanted to give us. Why is this table knocked over? Can we just
What?
Can we just close the fact that the fucking there you go. The face sheet was up, the face was on, yeah. Yep. We gotta make sure we got every single piece of evidence. Nothing in the trash can. Bro. Alright, let's go. I'm pretty sure we got every single evidence I need, so we're out. Oh wait, but I still need to investigate other people. What are you sitting here in the main hall for? Celestial Lundeberg. What are you sitting here for? Well, we have any clues? Anything? What kind of clues? Let us just agree that we do not know who the culprit is and leave it at that. Other secrets I may have, I can continue revealing them until the crash card. Okay, then do you have any suggestions for where I should start looking?
Well,
I'm so annoyed. You must fumble around taking blindness with food. I suppose it would hurt to get a little bit. It seems kind of naturally, but I think the trash room worth looking into. Trash room, perfect place for storage and London problem.
as for me,
It's filthy around diving and sent in there. Okay, cool. Oh, ideal! Okay, you know what? Okay, I'm never gonna say that again. Alright, let's look at this damn trash room. It's a recycling room. Get in line. Assassin school country went up.
No, you can't go any further.
Only person allowed including duty.
No, you can't go any further.
I don't care, shut up!
No,
Shut up!
you...
Shut up! Cleaning duty. I don't care, shut up. Freaking more. Bro. Seriously? Come on, bro.
Monokuma up here. No, you...
Shut up! Damn. Even shut up. Monokuma can't even shut up, man. Shut the frick up. Stop with your no. Son of a gun. Can I check? Nope. Okay, never mind. Yeah, let's go. What's not doing, dude?
Such ignorance.
Taka. I forgot. Who the hell is Taka? Nope. Miss. Taka. Oh, bro. Frickin' moron. Where did it from now? Oh, there you are.
Listen to... That's wrong.
This one is there.
Count on it. Got it.
Cornball. Alright, we got this.
Very So in up.
Anyone feels opposed to it? And some black and white background which I discovered.
So that's it.
That's must be why. Thanks for going assessment later than the zero would disappear and things become boring. Boring?
Hey, listen.
More fun.
Hey, you bastard.
Why do you want to clean duty? Anyway.
Oh,
You.
Liar, I know you.
Is it like...
You all the girls trash. Poking around it.
there's no way to think about this in
Oh, my
a
love for
common...
Tootie.
You know what I mean.
Oh, it's kind of trash figures like that. They try to do it. They tend to.
Come
And I get
on,
kind of Tootie. Takes a significant amount of time for a Tootie to be there. As long as they... Thank you, Tootie. Good for shower and love and affection, Tootie. PVC figure.
Give me a break.
How come you're not totally embarrassed to say stuff like that? So worried about the people's morality. It's very easy to see whatever there's a guy who's doing it. Close and accompany them, trash and disposal. What?
What?
You're an instance in flame. There's a harm in it. That's not supposed to. Another topic. You throw it to you. I'm sure. You figure that flag yet? I mean, you gotta know when you come from a past trauma and save the life of your lost. When you get into trash when you look around.
You!
Oh, what the hell? He's such a character, bro. I come to the game with you. When I look at it, I'm thinking, make sure his wife and then. Just shut up. This is unnecessary yapping. Just hurry up. Thank you. It's me. Ow.
Mr. Naive!
Our minute. You plan to use trash to destroy evidence, are you? You're frank, you team, you're plan no. You want to see if I actually kill try to destroy any evidence. No. Actually, kill it, use it. Let's say anything about it. You need to turn left. Bro. There's something on the ground in front of the refrigerator. It's a burnt piece of something. Isn't that fabric? A burnt piece like a hunk of bread. Yeah, this is like a piece of cloth and tape. Try to see from the button up shirt. Oh, okay. There's a lot of stuff. On the end is the killer destroyer. It could is. Lose your piece. Crystal ball! That's all. That, you know what that is? So you click on some dragon. This is not Dragon Balls! There's a big CD street corner. Leading to those good future. Does that mean press in front of Wi-Fi? In the gym. Better go find out the door. Gather crystal ball. Anything else in the incinerator? You see the green and yellow buttons next to them?
Yes, indeed.
And can you do to make sure you know this before you meet the incinerator on? Actually, it's question in the top last time I was on.
Was it a fairy?
Well, do you really what you just said? Fairy? No, you just said last time we did the incinerator was off. You don't say, no, nothing to do with me. My mouth.
I feel as if.
As soon as I pointed at the page, I was technically that definitely wasn't on that. I haven't figured out the question since then. We want to key open the gate.
Most suspicious.
That means someone's able to switch off the incinerator and open the gate. How is that possible? The crystal ball! Something special you need. I don't see your last incinerator's off.
Completely unforgivable.
I mean,
That's it. I'm sure of it.
Fantasies are being solved one by one. It's not like you're looking at the comic book fantasies. 100%! These guys are freaking moron. The green button turns on, so you see it anyway. Alright, well. If that's all, then I'll be taking my leave. Let me talk to the leaves real quick. Hey, you seem a little down. Huh, really? You need help with just call me anytime.
Come
All
on,
kinds of
come on.
Cheer up. Oh, hell no. I'm out. Let's get to the gym. Pretty sure everybody's at gym, right? If I'm not mistaken. Oh, something like that.
Huh?
What is it? Oh, no. Hey, Hero, can I ask? Snap out of it. Bro, what are you doing here? And then look for the... I died, crystal ball. That's all smash. What the hell?
What the heck?
I'm glad because it says the guy is it said it was unbreakable. Got it break.
What?
It was actually just made of glass and not crystal. The guy told you doo-doo. Bonds, the pillar of history, Genghis Khan, George Washington, Napoleon. Control the crystal ball, control the road. Was that seriously all BS? Let's put that aside for now. You can say without a doubt this belongs to you. Yeah, that's my official. Probably forgot in the line room last time. Someone must have came by and snatched it. Left it in the laundry room. I'm getting one found it and taking it. Shattered crystal ball has been updated in the bow in the Howling book. Hey Zero, that's all I wanted to know. Sure. By the way, I'm almost ready to ask. How do you pay for that? I think I saved for 14 for 2 full years. That would be like a month. Really? Okay, cheap actually. I'm considering how to build the wall. I just too cheap. I can't skip that. Ding dong, ding dong.
I'm getting tired of waiting. What say we just get started,
Oh, yep, it's time.
It's time for the long-awaited class trial! Now then, allow me to appoint a proper location for the proceedings. Please go through the red door on the first floor of the school. See you soon!
Red door on the first floor. That's where I should go. No, well, that's where I have to go. Red door. Red door of doom.
Yo!
You're late, Makoto. We all been waiting for you. Make sure Grady will be discovered as the murderer you are.
Listen to me!
There's not the conclusion just yet. Stay up for the class trial. Then we can all reveal the doodles of the Makoto tribe. Alright, because this right here, but I didn't do it. Maybe it's not. I could both know that all too well. And then who is the killer? One of the murders, like, one of us.
Is everyone here? Okay then. Please board the elevator in front of you, which will transport you to the courtroom, where all your fate will be decided. I'll meet you all down there. I'll be waiting.
I guess I have no choice but to get on this elevator.
Well then.
And just begin.
Yes,
Yeah,
indeed. Hey,
Hey, scared? No, the spirit isn't quite right.
Makoto.
I said it before, but it's up to you to uncover the mysterious surrounding this case itself. If you don't, you never come to grips with the truth. You come to the truth, it's sad because now I need someone else to tell me to do that. It's sad because I'm so I'll find out who the real killer is. Keep step lower to my heart. Heart race faster and faster. Everyone else was in the elevator. Finally, step out. The doors closed and the elevator started to move. It's time. It's about to send a repetitive clunky sound towards the school district. What did this how the death row inmate feels when this time finally comes?
Oh!
Rather than that, not like a defendant waiting to receive his judgment. Oblivious to shared anxiety, element that's further the bowels of school. Holy Judge Courtroom! You finally arrived! What do you think? Doesn't it feel like a real courtroom? Just like a Hollywood movie set, right? Not even close, it's total shit.
Well now.
Okay, everyone will find your assigned seat to sit down.
Yahoo!
Hurry up, now, hurry up. Note that what you said is put on their seats. Seats will remain in a giant circle. Set up cameras to see everyone else. Gentlemen, would see anyone protest with their attention to melodies and singing. Areas seem to go heavily to separate. So we're turning up our first case open. A deadly judgment, a deadly deception, a deadly betrayal, a deadly riddle, a deadly defense, and a deadly case. A deadly class trial. Save. As much as I want y'all, you know what? We are gonna start this trial. Hold on, let's look at these. 2 bullets. Monokuma file, evidence of a struggle, replica sword sheath, the keys, toolkit, cleanness, wrist, message, bathroom door frame, doorknob, nameplates, kitchen knife. Okay, cool. Alright, we got this. Last trial Alright!
Let's
Alright!
begin with a basic explanation of the class trial.
Alright!
So, your votes will determine the results. If you can figure out who done it, then only they will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong one, then I'll punish everyone besides the blackened. And the one that deceived everyone else will graduate.
And the killer really is one of us, right?
Of course.
Okay then. Everyone, close your eyes. And whoever did it, raise your hand.
Don't be a goddamn idiot. Why the hell would they raise their hand?
Before we move on and start the trial, can I ask a question real quick?
Oh, she did.
What's going on with those pictures?
Those pictures.
I'd feel awful if they got left out just because they died. Friendship penetrates even death's barrier. Friendship penetrates?
Hold up, bro.
Okay, but what about that other empty seat? There were only 15 of us to begin with, so why are there 16 seats?
Oh, no reason. It's just that our little courtroom here can technically fit up to 16 people. Okay, that about does it for the preamble. Get ready to get started. First up is the case summary. Now, let the class trial begin.
About to begin the debate to decide who we think this killer is. Anything I found, anything I've noticed, anything I'm ready to speak up about everything. Because this isn't just about me, everyone's lives are on the line. Your first non-stop debate is about to begin. Would you like to hear more? Absolutely! As things progress through each class trial, you engage a number of non-stop debates. During these discussions, characters will speak one after another without pause. It's up to you to unearth any lies or contradictions buried within their statements. What this means is that you have to use your truth bullets to repeat what they say. Any relevant truth bullets you found during the investigation will be loaded into the truth cylinder. Use the left stick to aim and then fire with the right button. Pay close attention to each other's statements. Use the truth bullets to blast the right ones. Note if you run out of time, you automatically fail, so please be careful. You guys will start running during these things to do real control. No, good luck on that one. Say less. I'm probably gonna be bunned during my first one, but we'll see.
I assert that the one who was murdered was Miss Sayaka Maizono.
No, really.
We know that part already.
And the murder took place in Makoto's room.
In the
Okay.
bathroom.
Okay.
So it seems most likely that the killer must have taken her by surprise while she was in the bathroom. She didn't even have a chance to resist.
Okay. Oh, actually, wait, hold on. Oh, wait, hold on. I had it. No, I don't care. Hold on. Okay, hold on. Hold up, I had it.
I assert that the one who was murdered was Miss Sayaka Maizono.
Yeah, we know that part already.
And the murder took place in Makoto's room.
In the bathroom.
Oh, we had that.
So
We
it
had
seems
that.
most likely that the killer must have taken
No,
her
we
by
hold that.
surprise while she
we had
was
that,
in
we
the
had that.
bathroom. She didn't even have a chance to resist.
Got him!
No, that's wrong. Just a second, Chihiro. Try to remember how my room looked. With the way things had been damaged, I think we can definitely assume there was a struggle.
A struggle? Between who and who?
Between Sayaka and the killer, of course.
So you're saying Sayaka wasn't caught by surprise in the bathroom?
No!
She must have been attacked in the main room first. Then, she ran to the bathroom to try and hide. The killer followed her in, and that's where they finished the job.
That much should have been obvious after taking one look at the scene. It shouldn't even need explaining.
Sorry.
Okay, so what's next?
Next is the subject of the murder weapon.
Wow.
The
This is
murder
starting
weapon.
to sound like a real trial.
Oh my god, Jesus. What we used to kill Sayaka? Maybe a bloody knife, bro? Get your knife set.
So what was used to kill her?
There was some kind of sharp object.
Oh.
Without a doubt, that is the murder weapon.
Uh-huh.
So the killer used some random knife they had on him.
Nope. Got him.
No, that's wrong.
Got him, dumbass.
No. I do think it was a knife, but not just any knife. I'm almost positive it was a kitchen knife.
Huh? A kitchen knife?
After the murder, we discovered that one of the knives from the kitchen was missing.
Which means that knife must be the murder weapon.
Oh, yeah. I guess that makes sense. You could sort of see the weapon sticking out of her stomach.
Thank you for pointing out the obvious, Mondo. Congratulations.
And if you look real close, I could totally see that being a kitchen knife.
Yo, thanks for the obvious statement again, once again.
Okay, so the murder weapon was a kitchen knife, but where does that get us? I mean, we all know Makoto killed her, right?
That's right. Makoto's room was the scene of the crime. What more proof do you need?
Hold on a second.
Let's draw our conclusions after we've presented our arguments. Otherwise, what's the point of the trial?
Well, we can talk all we want. It's not going to change that conclusion.
I don't think that's true at all. I'm sure if we keep at it, something new will reveal itself.
You really believe that?
He's right. There gotta be a breakthrough, something just waiting for us to find it. Because I know damn well I'm not the killer. There's a bit more to learn about non-stop debates. Would you like to hear more? Absolutely. Contradict by holding down the RB button. RB contradicting time will slow down so you can play closer to the sensor of everyone's saying. On top of that, setting your aim, making it easier to target potential weak spots. Not training like this will consume focus gauge. If you gauge entity, you can't concentrate. Focus gauge will cover over time to let your brain take a rest. Let me interrupt. We're looking at fun. Cool. I literally just done that without the tutorial. Cool. Oh, the count. 8. What you wanna say? Breaking the hand on me, breaking again.
So I guess there's no question that the kitchen knife was the murder weapon. But where does that get us?
Makoto must have taken it from the kitchen, right? He did it in secret.
Got him.
No, that's wrong.
Got him! Dumbass!
Okay, wait. Hold on. I didn't take the knife from the kitchen.
Next, you're gonna say you're not the killer, right? Go ahead and say it all you want.
Well, what if I have a witness? What do you think, Hina?
Huh?
Remember what you were telling me earlier?
Well, I went to get your tea from the kitchen last night and the knife was still there. When I finished, my team came back to the kitchen and went out from the class. And the knife was gone. They're saying the knife disappeared while you were with your team in the dining hall. Yeah.
Just to be perfectly clear, the knife disappeared while you were in the dining hall, correct?
Yeah, that's right.
And at any point while you were there, did you ever see me come into the dining hall?
No, I don't think so.
You don't think so?
No, he definitely wasn't there.
The knife disappeared while Hina was in the dining hall. But I wasn't there the entire time. In other words, there's no way I could have taken the knife.
Okay, then what about this? What if the idiot swimmer girl and Makoto are in on it together, and lying to protect each other?
What is this accusation?
Idiot swimmer girl? Oh, and more importantly, why would I get involved in something like that?
Speaking of which, I'd like to ask the bear, if there is an accomplice, do they also become blackened?
So you ask, and so I shall answer. Each murder is allowed to have an accomplice, but only the one who does the killing will get to graduate.
So in other words, two people can work together, but one of them has no chance of profiting from it.
Then there's no way anyone would work together, right?
But what if they did work together, and they just didn't know about the rule?
Ugh, good grief! Enough already! No, okay? There are no accomplices in this case! Oops! Did I say that out loud?
Anyway, I didn't go to the dining hall, and I didn't take the knife. So I'm not the killer.
Okay, so then, who did take the knife? Hina seems the obvious candidate. After all, she just said she was in the dining hall.
No way! I swear it wasn't me!
Sure, but can you or anyone else prove that? I can.
That's right. Sakura was with me the entire time I was drinking my tea.
I hate to have to ask, but just to be sure, Sakura's...
Me.
Right.
But then, couldn't either one of them have grabbed the knife?
Actually, no. Because, well...
Just spit it out already.
I stayed in Hina's room last night.
I got so scared thanks to those creepy videos. I wasn't really thinking, I just asked her to stay over. Which means we have airtight alibis.
You stayed over? Doesn't that violate one of the school regulations?
We're not allowed to sleep anywhere but the dorms, but it doesn't say we have to stay in our assigned room.
You freaking moron!
I don't think that's a problem.
It is a problem! A boy and a girl spending the night together? It's unwholesome!
But I'm a girl.
You are? Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry!
But if it wasn't either of you, then what other possibility is there?
Actually, there is one other possibility. Right, Hina?
Oh, yeah, that's true! One other person did come to the dining hall while we were there.
Why didn't you say so in the first place?
Well, because... they're not here anymore. Sayaka. She's the one who came to the dining hall. And then later, she wound up dead.
Sayaka? Okay, so the person who took the knife from the kitchen was... Oh.
I got it!
Sayaka?
Then...
Sayaka was
Sayaka is the one who took the knife?
That's the only possibility. And thinking back on it, she was acting kind of unusual. When she came into the dining hall, she didn't even look at us. She just went straight to the kitchen. As she left, she said she just wanted a drink of water. But most likely...
the person who took the knife was the victim herself.
I'm sure she just took it for self-defense.
So you're saying the knife she took was then taken from her, and she was killed with it? In that case, you may not have taken the knife, but you still could have killed her.
What?
See? He did do it after all.
No, you're wrong.
No, you're wrong!
So, that's how you would twist the argument and send us all off in the wrong direction? You possess a most terrifying talent.
Damn, finally something else is very mean for the money. Don't they understand? They convict me someone else. Everyone else is gonna die.
Hold on. It's still too early to decide conclusively that Makoto is the killer, wouldn't you say? Because you see, if the room did belong to the killer, then they did something most bewildering. And until we unravel that little mystery, you simply can't declare that he's the killer.
Bewildering? What the hell are you talking about?
Something was missing from the scene of the crime that by all rights should have been there. You know what I'm talking about, don't you?
First hand, got it. Yes, sure. I think the events for Hangman's Gathering will eventually take place. Friend is a real important phrase that it is in question. After decide the phrase, find the random right order. Use less to aim and wide. You've done wrong with it, so permission to this game. Right, time to fail. Something that came at the scene, but wasn't. Something that should have been in the scene, but wasn't. Ooh, the scratch marks, katana, the sheath, the doorknob, the door, the bathroom, the look. Hold on. Wait, off. Hair! There we go, hair!
Now I understand.
There we go. We got it. Hair.
That's right. There wasn't a single hair on the floor.
So, the culprit removed some evidence?
Yes. And if I were the culprit, why would I need to get rid of all the hair in my own room? It wouldn't be unusual at all to find my hair at the crime scene if the crime scene is in my room.
The reason all the hair was gone was to remove any trace that Sayaka had ever been there. That makes sense, does it not?
No. If that were the case, they would have had to do something about the body itself, not just her hair.
Yes, very true, very true.
Very true, shut up!
Okay, then why wasn't there any hair on the ground?
The killer got rid of it all, of course, to remove any trace that they had ever been there.
Wait, then that means...
Precisely. It's simply beyond reason to believe that the room's owner and the killer are one and the same.
Then Makoto isn't the culprit?
No! Thank you, Einstein!
Are you sure we can decide something so important based solely on the absence of some hair?
No. There are other reasons that prove why Makoto couldn't have done it.
I would like to hear these reasons.
Do you remember anything remarkable about the bathroom at the scene? Sayaka was attacked in the main room first, then fled into the bathroom, right?
Yeah, then they ran after her, got into the bathroom, and stabbed her.
And how did the killer get into the bathroom? Did they have any trouble with it?
What do you mean?
It's fairly certain that the killer had some trouble getting into the bathroom. There was clear evidence left behind. Do you remember, Makoto?
The doorknob! The doorknob!
I got it! Evidence that the killer had trouble getting into the bathroom. You're talking about the doorknob, right?
Huh? The doorknob? What doorknob?
The doorknob for my bathroom. It was completely broken. See how the top part was unscrewed? And the doorknob's about ready to fall off?
Oh yeah, true. But what does it mean?
In trying to bypass the lock, they ended up nearly removing the entire doorknob. This is another most bewildering act for the room's owner. It proves Makoto is beyond suspicion.
So what? You're saying he wouldn't break the door in his own room? But if the only choice you have is to break it, you break it. There's nothing bewildering about it.
You still don't see? Okay then. Let's take another look at how the incident unfolded. Hopefully that will help you understand.
Makoto says the building key point here. There's been more than learning non-stop debates. Would you like to hear more? Sure. From here on out, the number of weak spots will start going up. I know how many times there are weak spots and only one line contradiction in that debate. I'm trying to say that not all weak spots are necessarily false. You just truthfully on the wrong one and you will fail to refute what they said, but you always lower your trust with everyone. Your influence stage will take damage. That is important because if you engage with zero, you fail. You have to rely on your own logic to determine which weak spots are actually lies or contradictions. Well then, good luck and no fun. Alright, so. Hold on. You gotta lock it. Bedroom door frame.
The incident took place in Makoto's room.
It did.
Sayaka was first attacked in the main room. She then fled into the bathroom.
Then the killer ran after her. And they got into the bathroom.
At that point, the killer had to try and bust down the door. Because Sayaka had locked it.
And finally, the culprit
Actually,
had
hold on, wait.
Sayaka cornered.
Okay, hold on.
To finish the job, they stabbed her with the kitchen knife.
Okay, I know.
It was you, wasn't it, Makoto?
Okay, no, this is
Admit
just
it.
rage bait.
We already know the answer.
Okay, hold on. You got this. Okay.
The incident took place in Makoto's room.
Yeah, we got it.
Sayaka was first attacked in the main room.
Okay.
She then fled into the bathroom.
Then the... And they got into the bathroom.
Okay.
At that point, the killer had to try and bust down the door. Because Sayaka had locked it.
Get out of here with that.
No, that's wrong.
That's wrong, Leon! No, that's wrong!
The reason my bathroom didn't open wasn't because it was locked. After all, the girls' rooms are the only ones with locking bathrooms, right?
Yes, now that you mention it, that is true.
Then why didn't your bathroom door open?
Because it was stuck.
Huh? What are you talking about?
My bathroom door doesn't fit in the frame quite right. Monokuma over there can testify to that.
Yup, true as true can be. But you know, You're supposed to be the ultimate lucky student, right? But to have such a cruddy door... That's not lucky at all!
So the reason the door didn't open was just because it was stuck. But the killer didn't know that and assumed it was locked. So they tore apart the doorknob to get in.
Okay, but then why would the killer even think the door was locked in the first place? Everyone should have known you can't lock any of the boys' bathrooms.
The killer could easily make that mistake, thanks to one important detail about the scene of the crime.
Locked, so he didn't know the door was locked. In other words, the important detail of the scene of the room was the crime took place in my room.
I got it! The killer must not have realized that it was my room.
What? Are you saying the culprit didn't even know where he was? That's inconceivable!
And yet, he's absolutely right.
Say what?
Well, to be more specific, what the killer didn't know was that Makoto and Sayaka had switched rooms, which is what led to the misunderstanding about the bathroom. If Sayaka had been in her own room, then
there would have been a lock on the door, and they would have had to break through!
So they had no idea how unnecessary their actions were.
Ultimately, we can't know if it came open by force or simply by accident. But the killer must have been considerably confused, with no idea how they actually got the door opened.
Regardless, it was a pointless act. Wasting time trying to break down a door that wasn't locked is...
Definitely something I wouldn't do, since I would have known exactly why it wasn't opening, right?
That is a definite possibility.
So the killer would have to be someone who didn't know they'd switched rooms?
Pretty much everybody.
Then Makoto couldn't have done it.
Thank you, Tukua. I said Tukua. That's exactly what we're trying to do.
Okay, then who did do it?
I'm sorry, but I give up! Quit without saving!
No. Shut up.
But what happens if we can't decide on who we think did it?
Well, why don't we just vote right now? Majority rules!
Majority rules? You really think that's a good idea?
Yeah, our necks are on the line here. Someone seriously needs to do something. For serious.
Does no one have any other thoughts or questions? It does not matter how trivial they may seem.
Oh, as a matter of fact, I do have one question.
Oh, you
don't gotta sound so disappointed.
It's fine, it's fine. Just ask your question.
Oh yeah. Okay, so, well,
I was just wondering, how did the culprit get into Makoto's room in the first place?
Yes. How did the killer get inside?
Maybe Sayaka just dropped the key somewhere and the culprit picked it up. That's possible, right?
I don't think so. That seems way too convenient.
It's way too convenient and way too blatant.
Then maybe someone picked the lock?
Negative! If you remember, Monokuma made it quite clear that the locks are all unpickable.
Fine. How about this? The killer got in the easy way. They could have knocked and said they wanted to talk or something, and Ms. Maizono just let him in.
No, that can't be it either.
Oh, trying to argue against me? Sounds like someone doesn't know his place. Hello? Why exactly can't that be it?
God damn it. That's the answer right there. Because... No. Okay, no, hold up, chill. Because... Oh, where is it? Where is it? Obviously slip. Okay, hold on. Let's swap rooms. Cleanliness. Wrist. wrist. Toolkit. Switch rooms.
I got it!
There you go, switch rooms.
Because Sayaka was already scared, remember? That's why she asked me to switch rooms in the first place.
Same goes for you, Sayaka. No matter what rule it is, open and through your door for anyone. Even when shorts you are absolutely won't open. Alright, what's the point of being switching?
Knowing what she'd been through, I just can't believe she would have opened the door for anyone.
What if her being scared was a lie?
Okay.
Huh? Well, what the hell is that supposed to mean? Why would she lie about something like that?
I know you don't want to consider it, but look at this and tell me. Can you still deny the possibility?
There's something I want to talk to you. Let's just up to 5 minutes. Come see my room. Bye.
I found a notepad during my search, and I shaded in the top sheet with a pencil. And these are the words that appeared.
Oh man! I've totally seen people do that on detective shows. When you write, it can leave an imprint. Sketch over the next sheet of paper, and you can see the words. When I saw that, I was like, holy crap! I better make sure I rip the paper out before I use it from now on.
It's a pretty old-fashioned technique, but even the classics can be surprisingly useful sometimes. Oh, and I should also mention, I found the notepad on the desk in Makoto's room.
Huh?
Which means, only someone who had been in Makoto's room before the incident could have written it.
Then either it was Makoto who lived there, or Sayaka who switched rooms for a single night.
So, Makoto, did you write this?
No, I didn't. But
of course you didn't, because the note also bears a perfectly legible signature. Sayaka's signature.
In that note, Sayaka wrote it?
But why? Why would she write that?
The note was likely her way of getting in touch with a certain someone. She must have slid it under their door to let them know she wanted to meet with them in secret.
If you got an invitation like that from the ultimate pop sensation, what young man could resist?
Of course, I'm only into 2D, so it wouldn't have any effect on me.
But can we be sure anyone even got this note? And honestly, even if they did, I do not think they are at all involved in what happened.
Huh? What makes you say that?
Would you like to hear what I have to say? Very well then. Pay attention.
Alright, we about to cross-examine her real quick. She spilling out some BS.
Sayaka and Makoto switched rooms, correct?
Uh-huh.
But in the note, the place they were asked to come to, it specifically says, my room.
Uh-huh.
I see.
So
if someone read that note, then they would have gone to Sayaka's room.
Exactly. The room that Makoto was staying in.
Uh-huh.
So in other words, even if someone did read the note and did what it said, they would not have any connection to what happened.
It certainly would seem that way.
Okay, hold on. Go into my room cycles for that reason.
Sayaka and Makoto switched rooms, correct?
That's correct.
But in the note, the place they were asked to come to, it specifically says, my room.
I see. So if someone read that note, then they would have gone to Sayaka's room.
Exactly. The...
No, that's wrong.
That's wrong. Frick out of here.
The nameplates on my and Sayaka's rooms got switched.
They got switched?
That's right. The nameplates got switched, just like the rooms themselves. As a result, the nameplate on Sayaka's room actually had Makoto's name. And the nameplate on Makoto's room had Sayaka's.
So what you're saying is, the room Sayaka was staying in was actually marked as her room.
Then, if someone did do what the note said, they would end up at Makoto's room where Sayaka was.
Plus, their rooms are right next to each other. so switching the nameplates would be no problem. And the one who switched the names was... Well, of course it wasn't you, right, Makoto?
Right. Okay, then who did it?
I got it!
Sayaka.
Me and Sayaka were the only ones who ever knew about us switching rooms. So the only other person besides me who would even know to switch the nameplates was Sayaka.
You can also infer as much from her note.
I want to talk to you, but just as soon 5 minutes, come see me in my room. Check the nameplates, make sure you don't get the wrong room.
She specifically tells the reader to check the nameplate. She would only have written that if she knew the nameplates had been switched.
But why would she switch them in the first place?
She wanted someone to come to the room she was in, and also hide the fact that it was Makoto's room.
What?
Inviting someone to your room, but not telling them you'd switched rooms. Why would anyone do that?
To understand that, we first need to understand what happened after she invited the person into the room. That's where the answer lies.
What happened then was probably whoever she invited over came in and attacked her. We figured it out. We know who did it. Whoever she invited over is the culprit.
But we still don't know who it is, you goddamn idiot.
Sayaka fought with her killer there in the room, yes? Perhaps the answer to our previous question lies in that initial struggle.
Yes, I think you're right.
Then... we just have to figure out what happened during the fight, right?
That reminds me. There was a replica sword at the murder scene. Was that perhaps used during the fight?
Oh yeah. What's the deal with that sword?
Sayaka suggested I should hold on to it. I thought it might come in handy if I had to defend myself. It seems pretty likely that the killer used it to break Sayaka's right wrist.
How the hell could you possibly know that's what broke her wrist?
Present this!
All you have to do is take a good look at her broken wrist, and it should become pretty clear. Right there where her wrist is all swollen. There's something glittery there. See?
Is that gold?
It sure is. Specifically, the gold coating from the replica sword. You barely have to touch that stuff, and it'll stick right to you. And there's some on her wrist because...
I got it! Because she got hit with the sword, right there on her wrist!
I see. And so the truth draws ever closer.
Alright, then it's about time to solve this mystery.
I've been in my room and with Sayaka's death, that's what you mean to say clear. There's a bit more to learn now, stop debates. 100%. You're getting used to that. Stop debates. Suddenly, next day, I started learning multiple true bullets in your shoes in there. But just like that, the weak spots will only learn these refute proper statement. In other words, from here on out, you have to combine these true bullets with the right weak spots to refute each statement. Come up with the wrong combination, you would take damage, influence gauge. LB, yada yada yada, blah 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 blah. Okay, cool. How your difficulty would be set to me. And then good luck in that. Make my argument. Hold on. Let me make sure. Oh my.
When the fighting broke out, the culprit grabbed the sword, and that's when the first blow was dealt. The sword-based sneak.
Get out of here.
No, that's wrong. Actually, no. I don't think the fight started with the sword.
Why not?
Because the sword's sheath had been scratched. See? There's a gash in it. Like someone cut into it with something sharp.
Something sharp? You mean like the kitchen knife? That was the only sharp thing found at the scene.
Stop jumping ahead. Slow down and explain it so I get what the hell's going on.
If the sword was used first, there wouldn't be any explanation for the scratch on the sheath. If you were going to attack with the sword, you'd take it out of the sheath first, right?
That's true. With the sheath on, it'd be heavy and bulky and useless as shit.
Okay, so how did the sheath get damaged?
If they got attacked with the kitchen knife, maybe they grabbed the sword as a defensive impulse. In that situation, there wouldn't be any time to actually unsheath the sword.
So you're saying the sword was initially used to defend against an attack from the knife?
Which means whoever had the kitchen knife was the one who attacked first.
I think I get it! So here's how it all played out. The culprit came in, found the kitchen knife hidden there somewhere. Then they took the knife and attacked Sayaka before she knew what was happening. So she grabbed the sword to defend herself. But then the culprit took that from her too.
That's incorrect!
After they broke her wrist with the sword, they took the knife and finished it.
Sorry, but I don't think Sayaka used the sword to defend herself.
What? How the hell can you not think that?
Because she never held the sword at all. There's a certain part of her body that makes this clear.
Shoot! Hold up. I'm done.
My God! You're talking about her palms, right? The palms of her hands were perfectly clean. So I don't think she ever picked up the sword.
How can you know that just by looking at her palm?
Like I said before, the gold coating on that sword comes right off. All you have to do is touch it. In fact, if you look, you'll notice that a lot of the gold has already come off the handle. It's safe to assume that's because whoever used the sword got some of it on their hands. There's really no way she could have picked it up and come away completely clean.
Maybe she washed her hands after she escaped into the bathroom.
Sorry, but I don't think so.
Why do you say that? Is it because you think I'm ugly?
What is this, bro?
No, that's not it at all.
Because certain regulations as to what happened. Water
My
was
God!
on.
According to the Monokuma file, Sayaka's time of death was around 1:30 a.m. In other words, at nighttime. And the water in the bathroom shuts off at nighttime, right?
Oh, I didn't know that. Actually, I haven't taken a shower here yet.
Oh my.
You're no different. You smell like a big fat ugly donkey.
I'm not sure whether to take that as an insult or a compliment.
An insult, obviously.
So anyway, if Sayaka never touched the sword, then that means the killer is the only one who used the sword. But hold on. If that's right, then the one who damaged the sheath with the kitchen knife was...
I got it!
Sayaka.
Sayaka? She had the kitchen knife?
But we already said that the attack started with...
The person with the knife attacked first, and the sword was used as an impromptu defense.
Then the one who attacked first was...
Sayaka?
Now do you understand? She wasn't a blameless victim in this.
No, far from it. It's almost as if she'd been planning to commit a murder of her own.
What?
She took the knife from the kitchen, then invited the culprit to the room she was staying in. And if it's true that she had the kitchen knife and attacked without provocation...
Indeed. These are all the actions of an assailant.
Which brings up another point. Makoto, Sayaka was the one who suggested you two switch rooms, correct? Maybe the reason she wanted to switch rooms was so that she could pin the crime on you. That is a possibility, is it not?
Sayaka wanted to... on me?
That would also explain why she would switch the nameplates. She wanted to get whoever she had targeted to come to Makoto's room where she was staying. And by committing the murder there, instead of her room, that would implicate Makoto. But for that to work, the target had to be lured out while still keeping the room swap a secret. If the target knew she had switched rooms, they would have become suspicious right away.
So all that's why she switched the names?
But doesn't that plan seem a little risky? For one thing, even if her plan worked, Mr. Naegi would just tell everyone they'd switched rooms.
I don't know. I'm not sure our soft-hearted Makoto is capable of that kind of cutthroat behavior. I'm sure Sayaka realized the same thing, which is why out of all of us, she asked him to switch rooms.
Plus, she was the ultimate pop sensation. A totally forgettable kid. Or a national superstar. Who are you more likely to believe?
Wait, then you're saying she had this all planned out?
Holy shit!
But in the end, her plan backfired. She launched her attack with the knife, then found herself under attack in turn. That must be when her wrist got broken, and she was forced to drop the knife.
The tables were suddenly turned on her, and she died at the hands of the one she'd planned to murder.
Just hold on! That can't be true! Because...
Hey! You guys have totally derailed the argument. You're being super boring right now. Come on, hurry up and decide who did it. Wouldn't it be awful if I had to punish you all just because you ran out of time?
Oh yeah, we gotta decide who we think did it.
Makoto, right now you just need to concentrate on figuring out the answer to this mystery. If we can't uncover who murdered Sayaka, it's over for all of us.
Is it really all over? Obviously I'm committed to finding who killed it, but what can I do? As far as clues can go, there's nothing left. Hold on, relax. Dying message. Oh, yep, hold on. You got this.
It's easy just to say, hey, decide who did it. But there just aren't any more clues, right?
Hey, hold on. No, hold on!
Then let's review all the clues we...
Hold on. Okay, hold on.
Do we really have time for all that?
Die! If we don't do something, we're all gonna die!
Okay.
It's easy just to say, but there just aren't any more clues, right?
Nah, we got it. Nah, we got an extra clue.
there still might be one clue left. Sayaka's dying message.
Dining? Wait, what did you say?
The dying message. She wrote something on the wall behind her, remember? 11037. Written in her
I
own
wonder
hand.
who that is!
Well, before we get too far into that, I need to ask, can we really be sure that Sayaka is the one who wrote it?
I got it!
Left index finger.
Her left index finger had blood on it. That could only be because she used that finger to write the message.
I see. She broke her right wrist during the fight, so she'd have to use her left hand to write.
Sure. I think we can all agree Sayaka wrote it. But still, what the heck do those numbers mean?
Flip it.
1, 1...
Hey, Chihiro. You're a computer nerd or whatever, right? You should know all about numbers and shit.
No, that's not... Yes, I'm a programmer, but I don't see any kind of meaning in these numbers.
Of course. It's because they're not numbers.
Oh, yeah, it looks like...
Huh? What?
No, it's just... look at the numbers, assuming they're not numbers. Don't these first two, 1, 1, look less like two numbers and more like one letter?
Ah, you're right. The connecting line is barely there, so I assumed it was 1, 1, but looking at it now, you could also read it as an N.
Whoa, you might have finally just said something worth a shit.
Our little gray cells are really getting excited now.
But even if that really is an N, N037, doesn't make any more sense than before.
Damn it, there's no use, I just don't know.
Rotate the image 180 degrees.
Huh? Rotate it? Think maybe I see something.
Oh my god. Now I see. She wrote down the killer's name.
Huh? You just shot past the clue part and right on to who did it.
So, whose name did she write?
180 degrees is come crystal clear. Okay, hold on. Got your ass.
The key to solving this mystery was simply to rotate the writing 180 degrees. If you turn the message around, it becomes the letters L-E-O-N. L-E-O-N. Or more accurately, Leon.
What the hell are you talking about? It's just a coincidence. It's just a bunch of random squiggles that happen to look like my name.
No, it's not random at all.
You're close. Leon's close.
She wrote that message on the wall behind her as she was leaning up against it. In that position, she couldn't move to write normally, and had to write upside down, as it were. And as a result, when you look at it standing in front of her, it ends up getting flipped. Try it for yourself if you want. Write something sitting like her, and the letters will be inverted.
That sounds like one hell of a stretch to me. I'm the killer? You can't just go and say shit like that.
If you're not the killer, then why did you try to destroy the evidence?
Huh?
You know what I'm talking about, right, Makoto?
Oh yes, yes, hold on. Hold on, where is it?
I got it!
Burnt shirt piece, oh, you're cooked!
The burnt shirt piece I found laying on the ground by the incinerator, right?
As the killer stabbed Sayaka, they must have gotten some of her blood on them. And to dispose of the shirt covered in the victim's blood, they threw it into the incinerator.
Oh, you're
But one
cooked.
piece burned off and got left behind.
And the killer didn't notice. If they had, they most certainly would have panicked. Isn't that right, Leon?
You're cooked.
But is one scrap of fabric enough to conclude that Leon is guilty?
Yeah, I mean, Leon's not the only one wearing a white button-up.
That's right. There are plenty of other people here with shirts like mine. With just that one little charred piece, there's no way you can say for sure who it belongs to.
You're right. That alone isn't enough. But there are some other points that may reveal the truth.
Are you finally starting to understand? The answers to all the riddles are right here.
Yeah, I think so.
Burn music. How
I
did it
got
go
it!
though?
If you look closely at how the shirt was disposed of, we should be able to figure out who the killer is.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. I think I know what you're gonna say. You can't reach the incinerator without opening the gate in front of the trash room, right? And obviously, you wouldn't be able to hit the switch to turn it on either. You'd need the key to get in, and the one with the key was the person on cleaning duty. So the killer had to be whoever was in charge of taking care of the trash, right?
Interesting.
No, that's wrong. It's another way to use it for the cleaning. Exactly. Leon's real killer. Oh, the crystal ball! The crystal ball! Crystal ball! Crystal ball! Yes! Hold up.
The key to the trash room. Whoever was on cleaning duty must have had it.
So the only one who the person in charge of...
And you'd have to get close to the incinerator
In order to destroy the...
Got him!
No, that's wrong.
It's over, you're cooked.
Hold on. I think I know how someone could dispose of the evidence without using the trash room key.
But if you can't get past the gate, you couldn't possibly turn on the incinerator, could you?
Yes, you could. If you used this.
What is it, some kind of glass ball? It's busted to hell.
Actually, it was supposed to be a crystal ball, but,
But how would you use it?
You gotta say using it to throw
I
it.
got it! The killer simply took aim at the incinerator switch and threw the ball through a gap in the gate. All they had to do was hit that switch, and the incinerator would come to life.
Someone threw a gap in the gate?
Remember what you said before, Hifumi?
Huh? Someone turned on the incinerator on. Very strange. The pressure was off last time I was down here. Perhaps it was working for tank.
Hifumi had the key, so the only way the incinerator could have been turned on without his knowledge was because the killer was able to hit the switch without opening the gate. Once they'd gotten the incinerator going, all they had to do was ball up the shirt and toss it in.
Hey, come on! What the hell is this?
All you have to do is look at the scene to know that the killer never actually went inside the trash room. The shards of broken glass, the incinerator left running, the piece of shirt that escaped the fire. If the killer had been on cleaning duty, the evidence would have been taken care of much more thoroughly.
Wait, no, just hold on.
But the distance from the gate to the incinerator has to be at least
30 feet.
30 feet, right? The pinpoint accuracy you'd need to throw a glass ball that far and hit something that small. Could someone really do that?
That's right. There's no way. It'd be impossible.
Difficult, absolutely. Impossible? I don't think so. Because the killer
is a baseball star.
I got it! Because the killer is the ultimate baseball star. Isn't that right, Leon?
Do you have any idea how stupid you sound right now?
A target 30 feet away would surely be little challenge for the ultimate baseball star.
You can't be serious.
I'm
not the killer!
I'm not the killer!
These goddamn shipper brains have got it all wrong, I'm telling you!
You still won't admit it? Okay then. Makoto, go ahead and
And
review the incident one more
time
time to make his crime perfectly clear. And with that, we can end this.
Listen to me! What the hell
What
do
the hell
you
do you
mean
mean end this?
Say what you want, Leon. But all the questions have been answered, and the truth has been revealed. Now here's what happened.
The closing argument is about to begin. Would you like to hear more? Absolutely! Every case has one element to bring the trial to an end. This is the closing argument. In this phase, you get a complete summary of the case. You have to reproduce the flow of events for the case of a comic book. You'll notice in the comic there are a number of pieces missing. It's up to you to complete the comic using the proof. Provide 2 panels. Take aim at missing a 6 minutes with the A button. When you tell you get a hint, then read your breakthrough. Good luck and have fun. Closing begin! Ooh! Hold on, put that in there. Actually, hold on. Take A. Yep, we got that. There you go. What we got in here? Okay, we already have that, so what's the point? We already have that too.
The killer is you!
We got it!
I think I'd better take one more look back at the case from the beginning.
Yeah, baby!
Last night, the killer went to the room Sayaka was in. In other words, my room. From what we can tell, Sayaka invited that person there intending to kill them. She attacked them with the knife she'd taken from the kitchen earlier.
Hold on. Oh, wait, hold on. Wait, where is it? Where is it? There you go.
Here's exactly what happened.
Okay, now let's see if we got this. Now we got it.
But then something happened that she wasn't prepared for. They grabbed the fake sword I put in my room and fought back. During the struggle, a strike from the sword broke Sayaka's right wrist.
There we go.
And that's when she lost her grip on the kitchen knife. Finding herself cornered, Sayaka panicked and ran into the bathroom. The killer went after her, but couldn't get the bathroom door open. What they didn't know was that my bathroom door got stuck easily, and there was a trick to opening it. Sayaka knew about that because I told her, but of course the killer had no way of knowing.
Yeah!
So instead, the killer forced the door open, took the kitchen knife, and stabbed Sayaka. But with what strength she had remaining, Sayaka left a dying message. To keep the killer from noticing, she wrote it on the wall behind her. And with that, all her strength was gone. With Sayaka dead, the killer quickly began destroying the evidence. First, they took off their shirt, which was covered in their victim's blood. Then they took the lint roller in my room and cleaned up the entire area. They wanted to make sure they got rid of any trace they'd ever been there. Afterwards, the killer headed to the trash room to destroy their bloody shirt. They tried to burn the shirt using the incinerator there, but the trash room was blocked off by an especially sturdy gate, preventing access to the incinerator. So they came up with a plan to use Hiro's crystal ball, which he'd left in the laundry room. The killer managed to throw the ball through the gap in the gate and hit the incinerator switch. For any normal person, that'd be an impossible throw. But the killer had the confidence to take a shot. And that's because the killer was the ultimate baseball star. The crystal ball, thrown with absolute precision, hit the switch on the incinerator, which then quickly roared to life. Having destroyed the final piece of evidence, they left the area with, I imagine, a sigh of relief. But there was one thing they missed. Part of the shirt they'd thrown into the fire burnt away and fell out of the incinerator. The killer didn't notice this, and so left behind a piece of indisputable evidence.
Oh, you're close.
Isn't that right, Leon?
Oh, hell no, you're a cook. Leon's
It would appear that Hiro simply forgot his crystal ball in the laundry room. You went there to try and wash the blood out of your shirt. And that's where you saw it, right? Seeing the ball, you thought of a way to take care of everything.
So, Leon, do you object to anything that's been said?
Do I object? Hell yes, I object.
Object.
Of course
Of course
I
I
do.
do.
I object. I object. I
object.
object. I mean, all of this is just a bunch of stupid theories. You need evidence. Where's the evidence? Without evidence, it's all bullshit. It's bullshit, and I refuse to acknowledge it.
Well then, I guess this is as good a time as any to present the evidence that proves you did it. Makoto, I believe you're in possession of that evidence.
I have the evidence? Let's go time. Like, oh, absolutely, battle time. Crash simply won't want to hear you have to say. In this instance, you engage with the head of that L. It's for the bullet time battle, aka the BTB or the BDW. Alright, cool. Oh my god. The A button. Ah, Christ, I'm cooked. Well, I'll try.
When the killer removed instead, they must have used something that belonged to them.
Remove the screws.
I refuse to acknowledge you. You're stupid. Stupid.
I just see indisputable evidence that Leon is the killer. I have to figure it out. Moment of truth. Oh, hold up.
Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance. It wasn't me. Stupid.
Hold on. Show. What the hell is Y?
You lied! Stop talking! Shut up! Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance! Stupid! You lied! Shut up! Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance! It wasn't me! Stupid! You lied! Stop talking! Shut up! Where's your proof?
Hold on. Hold on.
I refuse to give up yet.
You can't give up. Hold on. What the hell is my Wi-Fi? Okay, you know what? Let me see if I could do this real quick. Let me see if I could try to. Hold on. Alright, we got this.
When the killer removed the screws from the doorknob, they didn't use anything from your room to do it.
Okay, so we...
Instead, they must have used something that belonged to them.
That's freaking deep.
I refuse to admit. Stupid!
Alright, we got this. Come on.
Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance! It wasn't me! Stupid! You lied! Stop talking! Shut up! Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance! You lied! Shut up! Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance! It wasn't me! Stupid! You lied! Stop talking! Shut up! Where's your proof?
Huh? Okay, how the hell? Okay, hold on. Hold on. No, we got this. Trust. Hold on. We gotta lock it.
I refuse to give up yet.
No, we're locking it.
When the killer removed step.
I refuse! Stupid! Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance! It wasn't me! Stupid! You lied!
Hold on. What the hell? Okay, there we go.
Stop talking! Shut up! Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance! You lied! Shut up! Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance! It wasn't me! Stupid! You lied! Stop talking! Shut up! Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance. You lie! Shut up! Shut up! Stupid! Where's your proof?
This should prove it.
We got it. Now we got it. We locked it in now. We locked it in. I had to lock in. My bad, my bad.
The screws on the bathroom doorknob were removed. I wonder what kind of tool the killer used to remove them.
I mean, it had to be a screwdriver, right?
Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure the toolkits we got each had one inside.
And that must be what he used. There aren't any other tools anywhere.
But the toolkit in my room had clearly never been used.
That's because the culprit didn't know it was your room. They thought they were in Sayaka's room.
Only the boys got toolkits, so the killer naturally assumed there wouldn't be one in there.
Okay, then whose toolkit did the killer use?
Stupid, stupid, stupid!
Stupid, stupid, stupid!
It had to be their very own toolkit.
Stupid, 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 stupid!
Stupid, 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 stupid.
Would you mind showing us your toolkit? If I'm right about this, then the screwdriver will show some evidence of being used.
Stupid, stupid, stupid!
Huh? And if you say you used it for something else, you'll have to explain exactly when, where, and why.
And let me say this right now. I lost it isn't an excuse at this point.
Stupid.
Stupid. You're dead.
So, you have no rebuttal?
Then it would seem we are finished here.
Alright, I actually have to lock in, so we good. We got that, we got that, we got that. Hey, what you trying to say? Looking at me. I got an A, let's go. I got an A or a B, now let's stop. Nice. Money.
Looks like you've reached your verdict. Then are we ready to cast our votes? You all have a lever in front of you. Use it to make your selection. Oh, just to remind you all, make triple sure you vote for someone. You wouldn't want to be punished for something so minor, right?
Hey, yo, hold on. Relax, bro. We gotta calm down on the minors. Yo, stop.
Okay, then let's
Stop. I'm pretty sure
excited.
I'm pretty sure EDP 445 came running after me after hearing minors. Anyways.
Who will be chosen as the Blackened? Will you make the right choice? Or the dreadfully wrong one? What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be?
What's it gonna be? Sucking, looking at me, what you tryna see? And who's guilty? Leon! The baseball star! Guilty of murder! Of innocent, somewhat innocent pop star. Uh-oh, looks like you got it right on the money. The Blackened in this case is the one who killed Sayaka. Damn! With none other than Leon Kuwata.
Huh?
Huh? He did.
Hey, hold on.
Hold on a second. Leon, did you really kill Sayaka?
But...
I don't believe it.
You son of a bitch!
What the hell is wrong with you?
I didn't have a choice.
It was kill or be killed.
So that's why
I killed her first.
none of you are any different.
One wrong step and you'll be the one standing here. There's a complete chance that I was wound up like this.
I was just
unlucky.
Unlucky. That's all.
Yeah.
Hey, come on!
You expect me just to accept my death? Well, everything becomes clear. The decision we made was right after that. When I think about it, honestly, I'd better off be really wrong. But what we came up with the truth, and that truth was Sayaka trying to frame me. But even though that's true, I can't say she was wrong. After all, the mastermind. It's all because of that video. Even I couldn't handle what I saw in there. It was, if I was her, the video actually had something to do with me. I can't even imagine. Now that we're trapped here, no way out. Probably waiting for me.
Why?
I can't afford to be stuck in here. And one thing that was more important to her than anything else, her dreams, her friends. See something like that happen to them? Sayaka? I did whatever it took to reach that dream. I mean it, even some things that weren't so pleasant. And that's why Sayaka, the friends that meant so much to her, that's why she betrayed me. So when she said,
No matter what happens, please always be there for me. I need you on my side.
She was lied to me from the very beginning. She was using me. Is that why she talked to me in the first place? I guess I'll never know. Because there's nothing I could do to ask her what she was thinking. Once you're dead, that's bad. Boy, howdy, the entertainment industry must sure be terrifying, huh? I mean, to try and kill someone just because of those relationships. She seems so nice and lovely on the outside, but inside she's descended into pure madness. What did you say?
Phew!
I understand, I really do, yep. You're in utter despair thanks to Sayaka's betrayal, right? Compassion, intimacy, love. The stronger those feelings, the stronger the despair when they collapse. Stop screwing with us, this is all your fault. Sayaka being forced to do something like that. All of it, everything. It's all your fault. Suddenly your friends got lunch and Monokuma. What?
That's enough.
That's enough. As angry I was, Phil lashed onto my arm without hesitation. Her grip was like iron, strong enough that I was sure it would leave her bruise.
Calm down.
If you want to make her enemies pay for what they've done, you need to let it go for now. Damn it! Oh, that was a close one, Ives. I thought for sure you were gonna give me a good wilding. You can't avoid punishment you did.
Yes, indeed.
Now then, since you are so magnificently revealed the identity of killer during the class trial, the Black and Leon Kuwata will receive his punishment.
Punishment? You mean execution? Wait a second!
I didn't have a choice. I had to kill her.
Yeah, that's it.
I was protecting myself in the heat of the moment. It was self-defense.
Is that okay?
How exactly was it self-defense? When you forced your way to the bathroom, or did you not use your very own toothpick? Did you, or did you not use your very own toothpick? After she heard herself in the bathroom, you went out of your way to head back into your own room. And came back all the way and broke into the bathroom and killed my wrong.
Do you understand?
You had a number of chances to stop what you were doing. You chose not to. Is you mean now because you had an unclouded intent to commit murder?
So,
no, that's not. Stop it. I've had enough of this.
Oh.
Are you sure? You're closer to her than anyone. Were you not? You could have corrected Sayaka, do you understand? You can't say Leon's solely to blame. But they didn't blame us blaming Sayaka either. Because the one who's blamed is him.
Huh?
Swap? If it weren't for you, it never would have happened to Sayaka or Leon. Shouldn't be fighting each other. Should be fighting against the one who put us in this situation, the mastermind.
Unbelievable. Hey,
It just so happens there's nothing more than unnecessary than unwilling sense of justice. After all, people with a sort of intelligence who create war over the world. Is that kind of justice that's the way to continue? Just shut up. Okay, well anyway, more importantly, let's hurry up and get this. Let's hurry up and get to what everyone's been waiting for, the punishment!
I'm begging you, please, don't do this.
Hey,
no more begging, no
come
more excuses.
on now.
Yeah, no more excuses, shut up. Stop, kid. You must pay the penalty for breaking the rules. Society demanded.
Stop, please.
Now then, I prepared a very special punishment.
For Leon Kuwata, the ultimate baseball star.
No.
Let's give it everything we got.
It's punishment time! Yup, GG's.
No!
Oh, it's time. He's like, no! Oh, GG's. Oh, GG's, bro. Oh, GG. This is a video game, YouTube. Do not strike me down. 1,000 blows. Holy God. Oh, GG's. Okay. Rest in peace. Rest in peace. What we saw. How's the true face of despair? I mean, if you can't call it that, what else could you call it?
Extreme!
Woohoo! Extreme! Man, my adrenaline is pumping right out of control. What's going on? I can't take this anymore. Do we have to keep doing this? I just can't take it.
Well?
Hey, if you don't like it, all you gotta do is split all ties with the outside world and stop living here forever. That's only ever seen one of you can get on board with that.
Damn you!
Man, fuck you! How the fuck are you doing all this evil shit to us?
What the heck?
Evil? You make it sound like I'm some dark, awful secret society type of guy.
Say what?
In this case, a dark, awful secret society type of bear.
Well...
So why are you putting yourself? Why are you putting upstanding nonsense like me through such a grueling ordeal?
Hey,
Seems like you're trying to use common sense to make something that doesn't make sense. It's like trying to put a mile on the scale. I just don't think it's possible. Hey, I don't think what you're saying, what I'm saying, could quite fit together.
Shit.
I don't know who you are, but I'm gonna pound your ass to the ground. Pound your ass to the ground. You must really hate me for getting so angry, huh? If you do that, you're barking way up the wrong tree. What happened because one of you decided you wanted to get out, right? No matter how much time passes, you can't cut free of the regrets in the outside world. You're to blame. Of course you can't cut free of the outside world. You're trapped in this unsafe place. You're trapped, are you? I'm sure once you learn all the series of the school, your thinking would change for sure. You think, boy, isn't it so wonderful how we all get to live here forever?
What does this mean?
What are you trying to say?
Hey.
I feel like there's some deep and meaning in there. Feels like this is.
Kills! Kills!
At
Hey.
least everyone, who exactly are you referring to? So I said everything I got to say. I need to save some of the fun for later. And just like that, he was gone. He left us there overwhelmed by nightmare-driven reality. Oh, GG's. Even after he was gone, he stood there forever, unable to move. Actually, no, it wasn't that long, I think. Everyone just lost their sense of time. We were all too scared. Scared of being alone. No one even tried to speak. Their faces were stone, their voices dead. But in that moment...
Just a second.
Makoto, can I talk to you? I said talk to you. Did I just say something? I don't know what I said, so, Makoto, can I talk to you for a second? She moved in close and whispered to my ear.
Makoto.
Before we head back, there's something I want to talk to you about. It's about Sayaka, isn't it? I'm surprised you figured it out.
Listen.
I told you before the class trial started. You had to figure out the mystery of this case yourself. You wanted me to realize how Sayaka betrayed me by myself, didn't you? The thought never even crossed my mind. I feel like it's such a fool becoming such an easy target like that.
It's true.
Sayaka meant to double-cross you. That's a fact that you can never change. But even till the very end, she wasn't sure of her decision. That's why, as she lay dying, she was thinking of you. She was thinking of me? You can't just say that. You can't just say something like that. I mean, there's no way you can know that. Only Sayaka will know for sure. You can't ask her now.
However...
Even if you can't ask her, you can infer, don't you think? Final thought. That's how she could protect you. What?
So...
In fact, she used less ounce of her energy to leave her dying message to prove it. If she didn't care what happened to you, she would never left that message. But maybe she just wanted to get back at the person who had had killed her.
Certainly.
That's certainly one possibility. I don't think that's what it was.
Anyway...
She was uncertain. She wasn't sure she could kill someone for deceive you, which is why her plan failed. Her hesitation attracted failure.
Right.
It's almost ironic when you think about it. Why are you telling me all this? Because you're the kind of person who can overcome this. Because you can move past the depths of your friends Sayaka and Leon and keep moving forward.
Correct.
Without someone like that, the others won't be able to move. The others will never be able to break free of such a desperate situation. Move past their depths? I can never do that. No. I'm gonna carry them with me for the rest of their lives. Rest of my life. How can I possibly move past something like that? Leon, Sayaka, I'll carry them with me forever. I'll carry their memories with me wherever I go. So instead of forgetting them, you're choosing the hard road. I have high expectations for you. As she said that, she revealed the smallest smile.
Hey.
By the way, I have to admit, I'm curious. How did you know I wanted to talk to you about Sayaka? Oh well. I'm psychic.
What?
Huh? Kidding, I just have pretty good intuition. To survive. Oh god. The end. Only 12 remain. To be continued. Despair back present. Oh no. Damn. Chapter 2. And that's where we're actually ending the freaking video. Can't believe it, man. I'm ending the video. But yeah, this has been chapter 2. Well, I haven't even done chapter 2. We'll do chapter 2 at some point in the near future, maybe tomorrow. Yeah. Would you look at that, man? We actually done it. We completed a class trial. We got betrayed by Sayaka and avenged her. Leon got executed for being an absolute rascal. What else? That was it? Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Can't wait to see who else will get killed. And we'll also have to do the massive Judge Dre executioner. I'm kidding, but yeah. Yeah, this is it. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.